As you guys know, we started the Triple H Challenge. Part of the reason was to raise some money for the Ronald McDonald House. And I feel like Christ really showed his face to me yesterday with something that happened and I wanted to share with you guys. So Sarah and I were closing the gym up at 10 o'clock yesterday morning after the morning classes. And there was an elderly gentleman out in the cold, kind of wandering around. He looked lost or like he had lost something. So I opened the door and said, can we help you? And he was kind of incoherent. It was kind of hard to understand. He said he just needed a ride. He just needed a ride. He got groceries and he needed a ride to Glen Elder. And Sarah and I kind of looked at each other and froze, not knowing, if he was telling the truth or if he was lucid or if maybe he just escaped from the nursing home. But he kept repeating, he's not dangerous, he just needs a ride, that he got his groceries and his ride left. So we didn't know what to do. We really froze. We wanted to help, but at the same time, you don't know what to do. So I left him with Sarah and went to the grocery store to see if they knew who he was or what he was talking about. And they said his story was true, that he had gotten a ride and bought some groceries and that he was, telling the truth. So I said, well, I guess here's an opportunity to try to serve Christ. And so I grabbed his groceries from the store and went back over and loaded him up and loaded him up, and him and I headed to Glen Elder. So the whole time we're driving, I'm thinking, what does God want me to learn from this? I rarely get a chance to help somebody like this. What message is he trying to send me? Well, this gentleman talked the whole time, and he was very, very smart and had a lot of statistics that he knew. He said he hasn't only been in the hospital once in 60 years and that he was really healthy. And anyway, lots of good stories. I don't have time to share those, but what I want to share is, just as we're pulling into Glen Elder, he says, have you ever heard of the Ronald McDonald House? And I thought, oh boy, sure. And I didn't tell him our story, and he says, well, that's what I do. I get Pop-Tops. And he said, I get Pop-Tops for the Ronald McDonald House. And he said, just in the last 2 weeks, I've got 11,000, and those go to help those little kids at the Ronald McDonald House. And man, I had trouble holding it together. So he got to his house and showed me all his Pop-Tops, and I told him Benedict's story. And his name's Perry Betts, and he's just an awesome gentleman. I'm sure some of you know him. But what a way to go from the start of this challenge. We raised over $1,000 for the Ronald McDonald House. And then to finish it by seeing the face of Christ in this elderly gentleman that spends a majority of his time just helping kids in need. So I wanted to share that with you guys.